Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you're doing well. My name is Ahmed and I'm a certified Odoo consultant. So today's session is about experiencing Odoo's ease of use for building your website for free. But just to give a brief overview, Odoo is an all-in-one platform that helps in streamlining and automating processes to assess businesses and individuals as well to grow to their maximum potential, right? So I have worked on various Odoo projects, including the development of websites for different industries, each with its own specific set of requirements. So now, before we begin creating a website, I would like to share the steps on how we will be creating the website and why Odoo is the ideal platform. Website development on Odoo is basically for free, and the key steps to starting is by you first go to odoo.com and we select the website module and we install the module in our database. We then select a theme, um, and then once the theme is selected, we basically are redirected to our website builder, which is a drag and drop feature that requires no coding. And once we have the pages we need that are designed, we click on publish to make it live, and also we can connect custom domains as well. But the best part about Odoo is that you don't necessarily need a custom domain, right? So you don't have to purchase a domain to make your website go live because Odoo provides a domain for you. It provides the hosting services and the domain that you can use. So why would you want to use Odoo? So the key advantages are that no coding skills are required. It's free to use. It has built-in search engine optimization and analytic tools. So search engine optimization basically helps in getting your website ranked, right? And analytic tools helps you in tracking your website visits, page tracking, and how well your website is actually performing in searches, right? So the fourth is it's mobile responsive design. You don't have to make a separate design, a separate mobile responsive design because it automatically generates one for you. It can. The best part is that can also be edited as well if need be, and it also allows for real-time editing. These are some of the main advantages. There's so much more to it. You guys will see when we dive into building a website. So I think let's begin. Okay, so you first start by going to odoo.com and you click here on start now. And over here you have a set of options to choose from. These are the applications, the default applications that Odoo provides off the shelf, right? So since you'll be needing to create a website, we click on website. And you also have the option to have complementary modules added with the website. So if let's say if you're just going for a website, you don't need these modules, you can simply leave them be. Or if let's say you want to integrate live chat into your website, you can select it and it gets added to your list. And let's say if you want to include e-commerce, for example, but the catch is that each complementary module, you can only use one complementary module, right? So if you use two, for example, e-commerce and live chat, then it requires a subscription. But if you just use one, then it's free. It's free forever, and it has no charges to it. Right? So let's just go with the website.
Ahmed, one more thing. Ma'am
Mhm.
Aisha is asking in the public chat from
Oh yes,
everyone
sorry.
if they want to do the steps as he's going along, so they can do it. Okay, so everyone, it's for everyone. Tasawwur Rizwan, Muneem, Muiz, Mahanur, Miss Asia,
Yeah, so
Sri.
yeah, they can let me know. Actually, that would be great because experiencing this on their own would be quite helpful as well.
Exactly that. So yeah, please carry on, Ahmed. Sorry for interrupting.
No worries, no worries. Okay. So we simply click on continue, right? And you can have your details. You can have your website name. For example, I would say my website, just for the sake of creating a website. And this will be your link to your website. And click on start now. So when we basically initiate the website, there will be some options that Odoo automatically offers. So the first thing is that what do you want to build basically, right? So it could
Can
be a
you hear me?
business. Hello.
Can you hear me,
Yes, we
Ahmed?
can.
Yes,
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 yes.
yes, yes.
All right. So finally, this is working. So why don't we ask the audience to make some selections as we go along?
Sure, why not? Anybody up for a suggestion?
Manur or Munib, would you like to take the lead on this? What type of website would you like? Your blog, maybe? That will give you a presence on the internet, absolutely cost free. आसिया आप भी कुछ बता सकती हैं आप कौन सी साइट बनाना चाहेंगी अपने लिए
ई-लर्निंग साइट मैं कर रही हूँ साथ में
अच्छा you're doing it hands on साथ excellent
मैं साथ कर रही हूँ देख रही हूँ
चलें okay let's
so
go
we're
ahead
going for e-learning.
हाँ जी
Sure, let's do it. Okay, so what would be the e-learning platform for? So you have options here. You could say maybe, let's say
chemistry. Try chemistry.
Chemistry, maybe
fun with chemistry.
Ahmed, one thing I just wanted to add. Once you were when you were making the name for the website, which is my website, right? So I think we should tell the audience that the link is not .com or .net. It is mywebsite.odoo.com, right?
Yeah, sure. So in the URL bar,
I think we should elaborate a bit about that as well.
Definitely, because since we're not connecting a custom domain with Odoo, so Odoo, that the URL that Odoo generates for your website has basically, instead of just .com, it has .odoo.com in the end. So whatever your website name is, it will be, I wrote basically my website, right? And so that name will come as it is, but in the end, the extension would be .odoo.com, right? So this is just the catch for the free website, the free domain that Odoo provides. But you can always connect your own custom domains as well at any given time when you want. It's not just necessarily in the beginning. You can have it once the website is published. You can have the domain connected then as well. So that's not an issue with this. Okay, so we were going for an e-learning platform for my let's say we write course, just course. What would we get? Certification. I think it's not per subject, maybe. Format. Yeah, so let's just go for mathematics school with the main objective to sell more, maybe, right? So you can choose a color palette, or you can upload your logo, and based on that logo, Odoo basically recommends a color palette for you. I can even show one example. If we just select one logo, right? So should have suggested one. Yeah, so it does says detect from logo. So it will. So when we go to the next step, it will basically pick up the colors from the logo as well. So let's just go with it. One second. Should have given me the
So,
option.
Ahmed, one question here: Can we just need to choose the color palette, or can we customize it as well?
It is customizable. So if you select one palette from here, for example, if I go with this third one, the third option, right? So I selected that one, but when we dive into the website tool, the development tool, the editor, basically, I'll show you guys how you can basically change the color palette as well. You can even select different colors for different sections. So that
All
is
right, all
pretty
right.
much
Thanks.
customizable. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
So we can have an about us page, maybe pricing, and so yeah. So you can select the pages from here, or you can add them later on as well. It's not necessary that you select your pages just from this initial selection. These options will be available later on as well. So let's click build my website. So now you see Odoo has recommended three themes. You have more options as well. If I just click right here, more themes. So these were the top three themes that Odoo recommended, and below you can see you have other options as well. So whichever theme you like, you can select, and each of these themes is editable to your own custom needs. So I will show you how we can do that as well. So maybe let's go with, I say this theme, maybe. It just takes a second to set up everything. And once it's done, we will have our website with the theme and all ready. And then we can edit the text, the images. We can add our own custom images as well. So it gives all the other options. It's almost finalizing the website. Yeah. So your website, this website basically is now live. If you wish to, if any of you go to this link, my website 2.odoo.com, you would be able to directly go to this website. It's basically published live. In case you do not want to go live directly, you can simply click on this button that says published and toggle it off. So now this website won't be available to everyone, only the person who has created this website.
So, Ahmed, this domain, mywebsite.odoo.com, for how long this is? Is it for lifetime? The domain availability.
So since we only selected the website module, so this domain, mywebsite2.odoo.com, will be available for lifetime for free. It's basically free.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. So we can browse the page that Odoo basically generated for us, and we can later on edit these. I'll show you how we can do that as well. So a basic page template is ready for you to use, right?
This is very nice. So exciting. You're getting a website up and running in less than half an hour.
Yeah.
Asya, were you able to
Within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Within 15 minutes.
Yeah. So if you want to see the mobile view of this web page, you simply click on this button in the top right corner. That is basically an icon for mobile. And you can see this would be the mobile view of this web page. Right?
Wow.
And this is also editable. You can edit this as well.
Is someone else in the audience also creating their site as we are speaking? Please share your experience.
In the meanwhile, Ahmed, I just wanted to ask that mobile view is editable separately, or if we change something
Yes, so
in the mobile view, it will change. Will it change
that's
in
a
the desktop view?
yes,
Yeah.
that is a good question. So let me show you basically if you want to make let's say an element box in the website that you only want to show on your web page but not on the mobile. So what you do is you click on this button edit, the top right, and this option basically allows you to add building blocks to your website. You can remove any block that you do not need, add any block that you basically want to show on this page. And since what Bilal just asked is if you do not want some block to be visible on the web mobile and have it displayed differently, so what you do is you simply click on the block. For example, I want this block that I just selected. This is the banner, as you can see, and I do not want this to show up on the mobile view. So what I do is in these options, you can see the small button that has the mobile icon with a cross. So you click on this, and what this does is now this block won't be visible on the mobile view, and you can even check it out on the go. So what you do is you click on this mobile preview button at the top next to discard, and this should have been.
So if we have to change something on the desktop view, not on the mobile, so we will click on this mobile with the cross, right?
So
before editing.
Yeah, it was this button. This visibility button. My bad. This was for the shape.
Oh, okay. Visibility button. Got it.
Yeah, this button right here. So if you click on this button, now this block won't be visible in the mobile view. So the next block that was after the banner was Empower Young Minds. So that's now visible over here.
Okay.
So you can have variations if need be. Like if say you want the web page to display a different banner and the mobile view to display a different banner, you can toggle these visibility buttons based on that. Right. So if you go back to web page view, you have this banner available again.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. So if you want to save any changes, you click on save. It's very important to save whatever editing you have done, because once you, in case you have done something that was extensive and you basically clicked on discard, then you won't be able to recover those changes again. You have to do those again. It's important to save on the go.
Right? Okay. Ahmed, before moving forward, I would like everyone, if they have any question, Anmol, Akib, Miss Asia, Manur, Muiz, Munib, Rizwan, Tasawwur. If you have any question, you can just unmute your mic and you can share your question or any comment. And Miss Bushra has joined as well. So yeah, if someone has any question, please.
थैंक यू वेरी मच। ये जो है बहुत मुझे अच्छा आइडिया लगा, इसको भी मैं कर रही थी, आपके साथ साथ देख रही थी। तो मुझे ये पूछना है कि रिसोर्सेज जो हैं, अगर आपने इस पे अपने रिसोर्सेज का कोई डिवीजन बनाना है या ऑर्गेनाइज करना है, ये ऑप्शन आपको साथ साथ मिलेंगे या आप इसको एडिट कर सकते हैं? पहले आप जो बॉक्सेस उसने ऑफर किए हैं उसके साथ, उसके बाद भी आप ऐड कर सकते हैं। आपने बताया था कि बाद में भी ऐड कर सकते हैं।
Resources, you referring to the pages?
जी, on a website अगर आप देना चाहते हैं।
Definitely. मैं आपको let me just show that to you. आपको ये नया बटन न्यू बटन शो हो रहा है at the top right?
जी।
So if you click on this, you have the options. Okay. So because we did not select any option in the beginning, so you have the option. For example, for this course, if you click on this button, so it basically asks for a course title. If we, let's say, for example, chemistry, right? You can choose a layout between these two. But obviously, this layout would be further editable once we dive into the website builder. And if we click on save, right, so you have your courses for chemistry, and this is the basic layout that you get. And this can further be added upon. You can have your reviews saved over here. You have the course
Very
content
nice.
can be added over here. Your resources that you're referring to. You can add sections, content. You can share it. You can see how many members have been enrolled. So it gives you all these options. You can search the content, right? So if you, for each, let's say if you want to edit any of these pages, you have to go to that page and simply click on edit. This is one way of doing it, right?
Okay.
The other way is a bit more technical, I would say, but once you get the hang of it, you can make changes on the fly as well. But this is the easiest way you can do that. Other way would be you click on this button in the top that says site. You go to pages, and then you can manage your pages from here as well. If you click on any of these pages, it takes you directly to that page. Right? So this is one way of doing it. Or you can go from the navigation if you have that page basically often available in the navigation bar as well. So you have your pricing page, you have your about us page, right? Repopulate.
Can you explain me the next domain? What is meant by this? Can you explain me? Connect to custom domain, which you have explained.
Connect to okay.
Can you explain this term? Connect to custom domain.
Yes, definitely. So a custom domain would be a domain that you purchase from GoDaddy. Have you heard of GoDaddy? It's basically a website that lets you purchase domains for your company or your website. For example, let's say the company name is, let's say, just for the sake of it, Khadi, right? So if you want your website name to be khadi.com, you basically go to GoDaddy and you search for the link. If it's available for purchase, you purchase it. And once you have that domain under your profile on GoDaddy or any other platform that basically sells domains. So there are various platforms, but GoDaddy is one of the famous, the most used platform for purchasing domains. So you purchase the khadi.com and you want this website, this URL at the top to basically mention khadi.com and not my website do.odoo.com. So you connect that khadi.com with this Odoo website, and when you open khadi.com, this website would basically open up. That's how a custom domain basically works. And connecting a custom domain is also a bit technical, but it's very easy because Odoo documentation does exist, and you simply just have to follow the steps. It's very basic. It can be a little overwhelming the first time. It can be, but if you just follow the steps in sequence, then it gets connected very easily to the Odoo website on this Odoo.com.
Okay, thank you very much. One more question.
Yes.
Can you define or can you explain me that what is a good website for e-learning? Can you
An example?
simplify? For example, what kind of things we should include in it?
Yeah, so an e-learning website should include courses, definitely. It should include quizzes. For example, if you have a course for chemistry, it should have, for each section in the course, it should have small quizzes to test the user's knowledge. That is essential, I believe. And you can also add certifications in this. For example, if you want someone to be certified for chemistry, you can add that as well. So
okay, my question is, how can one website stand out in so many websites?
Yeah, so that is a good question. Okay, so what happens is Odoo by default helps in managing your search engine optimization. So what search engine optimization is basically it helps every website to get ranked to the top. When you search anything on Google and you whatever you type in, you always go to the first three links. Am I right? You never go to the second page on Google. Have you ever been to the second or third page to search to basically open a web page? Never, na? So that basically Odoo does help in that, but certain elements, if you add certain custom elements to your website, then you would have to do search engine optimization for specific elements. But that is also very easy to do on Odoo using the editor, the web editor. It's very easy. So you just need some basic knowledge of it, and you can easily apply it.
Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you.
And that, and
Thank
just to conclude, and that would help in ranking your website, maybe in the top 5, the top 4. And as many clicks as you get on your website, the more visitors you get, the more Google automatically helps in ranking the website higher and higher in the search hierarchy.
And I want to add something to this here कि एक्चुअली जो कंटेंट होता है हर पेज का, अगर आपका कंटेंट बहुत अच्छा है, टारगेटेड है, यूनिक है, that will attract traffic. So we are aware of some maths teachers in the UK. उनकी अपनी blog site के ऊपर बहुत heavy traffic है, and that's how they earn also. The most common use case for teachers is कि वो content create करें अपनी site के ऊपर regularly करें, और I mean your site pages can go in hundreds and thousands over time. तो students आते हैं और उससे वो एक credibility site की बनती है. That's how things work.
All right. Thank you.
Yes. So, any other questions? Anyone? I hope I was able to answer the questions.
Yes, Ahmed, brilliant. Please proceed. Thank you.
Okay. So moving on, we can basically edit some text. I'll show you how easy that is. So you click on the editor, right? And let's say you do not like this element to be placed before the picture, and you want the picture to be placed before the text. So you click on this arrow button, or you can even drag and drop it any way you like within the defined parameters of this banner, right? So I basically just shifted the text below the image. You can change the color if you want. This is pink. You can simply go by the theme that we had selected, or you can add your own custom colors. You can select that. It will change accordingly. Or you can even add gradients in the banner. So this is one of the ways you can change the colors. And what I think in the beginning Bilal asked me was, what if we want to change the color palette? So if you go to the theme tab over here in the editor, you can see these were the colors that were included in the color palette. So this was your color palette, and these are the color presets that the Odoo basically generated for you. So if you select this theme, then the primary buttons that are the call to action buttons, the main buttons that are on your web page, they would be colored in purple, and the secondary buttons would be in pink. So each of these presets have been defined, but you can change them. If you simply, let's say I want to click on this one, you can change the color of the primary button. You simply click on this a circle icon, and you can select yellow, green, any color you want. Even custom colors, you can have them. Let's say I want to make this a little lighter, and you simply click enter. The color gets changed, right? You can even change the color of headings, links, secondary buttons, text, anything you would like. And if you want to change the palette, you simply click on this palette icon, and you can change the theme directly from here as well. A Apart from this, you can set the fonts, the font size for the paragraph, for the headings, the font family, how would you like the text to be displayed. You can set the margins and everything and anything is available in this, right? So these are some settings related to the theme of the page. And if in the customize tab we have, sorry, in the blocks tab we have the elements that Odoo offers that you can add into your website. For example, let's say I do not like this banner as a whole, right? This doesn't align with my vision for this website, for example. So I simply deleted that block. And if I click on intro, so Odoo gives me some options, designed options that I can add in the introduction. That is the banner of the website. So you have multiple options to choose from, right? This was the one that Odoo selected by default. And these are some other options that are available. So for example, I would go for maybe, let's say this one. This one looks nice. And I simply click on this arrow button to move it to the top. And there it is. The banner has been placed at the top. And I can add any color in the background of this banner. Let's say I choose this. Or I can add an image in the background. You see this small icon right over here, the camera button. So you can add images. Odoo has some images already in the database that you can use. So for example, let's say if I type books, it gives you some illustrations, some normal pictures of books that you can add, right? Even load more, or you can upload your own images as well, right? So this is one option. And let's say if I click on this one, you see it gets added in the background, right? You can also add videos, but videos would first have to be uploaded on YouTube, and then from YouTube you can link the videos back on Odoo, right? So you can have videos on YouTube, upload them on YouTube, and add the URL, the link to that video over here, and then that video gets added on the web page. Or you can use Vimeo, Dailymotion, or Yoku. I think this is one of the European ones. But YouTube and Vimeo are the most renowned video websites that you can use. Right? So you can add videos as well for the background. And more interesting thing is that you can for the background.
One thing is about the text, right? This is, for example, this is written "Unleash Your Potential," which is in black color, right? So how can we change the color of the text?
So you simply click on the box. So basically, when you click on the box, you get a highlight of the text box that you have. So you can basically change the dimensions. You can move it, but first let's change the color because you cannot see the text. So you simply highlight the text, right, as I did. And in the Customize tab, when you scroll down below, you get this small button that says Font Color.
Okay, got it.
You click on this and you simply choose the color of your font. You see changes as you go. So let's say maybe white would be good over here.
Yeah.
And the text over here is also in black, so you simply click on white. Yeah. And this doesn't look really readable, maybe. If we can add some, So just to show what the text editor is capable of. This is one way of doing things.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay, so you can. So what Odoo does is, by default, it sets the quality of the image to the most optimum size, so the web page loads faster and does not lag. But you can change the quality. You can, if you want the image to be more enhanced, you see the slider over here in the customize tab right here. So you can change the quality, but as you change the quality, you can see the size of the image increase. See, if I decrease it, the size decreases. So this size basically impacts the loading speed of your website. So what a good practice is what Odoo suggests. Maybe do not change that uh, quality, but if you want, you can. So there is the option to do that as well. And also you can select the quality from predefined values as well. By 1920 pixels, 1024. And when you hover on each of these options, it basically displays what it would look like. So you do not have to select it, but it would show you what it would look like. So on 512, you can see the quality has decreased significantly. So if you just hover back, 1920 looks good. Right? And it's always suggested to use WebP format because most websites it's a basically good practice to use WebP format because it loads faster and it decreases the load time on your website when any visitor visits the page, right? So this was about the pictures. You can set the visibilities. You can also set visibilities based on conditions, right? So if you have any condition, अच्छा नहीं, I want this block to be visible only if this condition is met. So what conditions do we have? So we have maybe for country, if someone is basically using this website, let's say from USA, then you don't want this block to be visible to them. So you can do that as well, right? So you have that option as well. Okay, so moving forward, let me just take you guys through all the blocks that Odoo offers, right? So for intro, we saw these options. You have columns that you can add if you want to display your content in a more card types way. So you have that option. These are a few that Odoo has by default. And let's say I want to add this block maybe, right? So you can, each of these blocks is editable separately, right? So you can edit the text, you can set the size that you want, the spacing between these. It's pretty much everything is configurable, customizable in this. You can change the text, you can change these images by clicking on this image. When you click on this image, in the right web editor, if you scroll down, you get the option to replace the image. So if you click on replace, it opens up the same dialog box where you can upload an image that you want for maybe a custom image you have, or you can use the Odoo library as well, right? So you have this option. And same, the quality, the format, you can add padding to it. Okay, one more interesting thing that I basically want to show is, let's say you have this card and you want to add some animation to it because it looks static, right? So let's say if you want to add some animation, like maybe on appearance, I will show you guys both on appearance and on scroll. So on appearance, we have fade, the fade option, the slide in option, bounce, zoom in, zoom out, flash, all these other options that we have. So if you use this option, we can set the intensity, right? You can set the duration, everything, what triggers this animation. Should it be every time? If you choose every time, then whenever you pass by this section, it would flip in the horizontal axis, basically. So if you do not want that option, it's just one time only, so you just select first time only, right? You can set the alignment for the card, set shadows as well, the shadow effect on the back to give it more aesthetic look. You can do that. If you click on it, you can set the color, offset. The offset basically is how wide the shadow should be in the back. So you have all these options that you can basically do when you click on save. Right? And when you go down, you see the card flip basically. And it would only happen for the first time. So we have the shadow and it looks good basically, right? These look boring and this one looks a little more interesting. So you have these options. And apart from this, what else do we have? We have the option to add content. You can edit these. Let's say if you want to add this one, you can switch places. Let's say you want this image to be on the left. You simply drag and drop it over here. You want the text to be right. Drag and drop it over here. You want it a little more wide. You can simply stretch the box. Okay, so you have all these other options. If you want to delete this and add something, let's say some other text box maybe. One second, let me show you how. Yeah. So if you click on this, you get the option to add an image, text, or button. So if you click on text, you can basically, you have this block right here, and you can drag it. Right, so you can add your own text and own buttons as well. You can edit the one that I deleted, or you can add your own. It totally depends. So if I click on button, you get the button. You can drag and drop it anywhere you want. And the button, basically, the button is also customizable, as in you can customize the color separately for buttons as well. You click on the button, you go to customize, scroll down, and you have the option to link the button to other pages. For example, I have this button. I want to call it maybe learn more. Okay. So you can see the text changing in the button. And if you click on the slash button, it gives the options of all the pages that you already have for this website. So maybe on learn more button, I want the user to be redirected to the contact us page maybe. So I simply click on the contact us page. You can select the size, maybe large, right? You can select if it should open in a new window or the same window. So I wanted the same window, I leave it be. If I click on save, very quickly, let me show you. If you click on it, it takes you to the contact us page. So it was that simple to link a button to another page, right? So on this now on the contact us page, this would be helpful for you guys. Maybe if someone wants to maybe connect with you, they can come to this page and enter their details. And what happens when they submit is, let me just show you. If you click on the edit button, you click on the submit button. In the right side, you can see we have some actions. So send an email action would basically trigger when a visitor fills in this information, you would receive these details in your email inbox. And which email inbox would that be? That would be defined over here. So you can have your own email address, type in over here, for example, xyz@gmail.com. So if you set this email address, all the content that the user enters will be emailed to you on this email address, right? You can also change the fields of this contact form. You can set the labels, what that kind of field would it be. It can be a text, it can be some long text, it can be an email, telephone. You can change these, you can change the format, you can change the layout. Everything is doable in this. For example, maybe I don't want this company field, delete it. Right? And if you want to add a new field, simply click on this field button. Right? A new field is added. It's selected. So let's say I want the label to be maybe website, for example. So you have your new field right there, right? You can change the position of the label. You want to hide it, add it on the top. to the left, to the right, totally depends. So we can configure contact forms like this, right? And what other actions do we have for? So since we only have the website module in Odoo for now, so the only option is to send an email. If you had other applications installed, so each application comes with its own, connectivity with the website. So by default, you have the option to receive an email based on submitting the contact form. Yeah. So let's just discard this. What else do we have? Yeah, okay. So the last part would be the footer of your website. So we have the navigation at the top. You can also change the order or in which the menu is displayed. So what you can do is you click on Site at the top. You go to Menu Editor, right? And you simply have to drag and drop to change the sequence, right? So let's say I want pricing to come second and about us to be at the last. And maybe I don't want contact us page to be, the contact us option to be available over here. So I delete that. The page itself won't get deleted, just the option in the navigation would be removed, right? So if you click on save, now you would see the navigation has changed, right? So the contact us navigation is now removed, but we have the option right here. So that's why I removed it. About us was changed to last, and we have pricing in the second. So you can change the navigation as needed, right? For the footer, you have multiple options for this as well. Let me just show you. Go to the editor, you click on the footer, right? So the footer is selected, and when you in the customize tab, you have multiple templates for on how you would like the footer to be, right? So by default, it's this option that is selected. But if you want to change, let's say I go for this option. So the footer on every page will now be displayed like this, right? You can change the color, right? You can add a scroll top button. If you toggle this, you will have a small button in the end that basically, if you click on it, it takes you back to the top of the page. So it depends if you want this or not, right? And what else? Yeah, the social media. For the social, if you want to link, so Anji, sorry.
Sorry, Ahmed. I just wanted to cut you out. After the social media point, Mahnur has asked a question that how we can change the logo of the website. So you can tell in the end, yeah?
Okay, definitely. So yeah, so we have the social media. You can add social media accounts as well, your own accounts. So it's simple, it's very right to the point. You click on any of these social media buttons, you can call them, and in the customize tab, you have these options. So what you can do is basically you can change the layout, right? It can be a square shape, a circle, or basically no shape. So let's just stick with this. And let's say you don't have a LinkedIn account, so you can simply toggle it off, right? And you have a YouTube channel, maybe for your courses, and you want this to be displayed after Facebook. So you simply click on this button, this arrows, and you drag it after Facebook. So now you can see the sequence has been changed, and you can add more networks if you want. If you have more than 7 or 8 networks, you can do that as well. So this option is available. If let's say I want to toggle Instagram on, you can see it's on. And to add the links to these social media accounts, simply click on any of these boxes, and you can copy the URL and paste it over here. And when these buttons are clicked upon, they would redirect you to that social media account, that social media page, right? So it's pretty much simple in that sense. Okay, so moving to changing the logo, right? So we go back to the editor. Okay, so if we click on this was the logo that we chose, right, in the beginning. If we click on this, you get the option right here to change the logo. So click on replace. You can select any image that Odoo has, or if you want to upload your own custom logo, obviously it could be a custom logo. So you have the option to upload the image, and if you click on upload, you have the option to select and basically upload your logo, and it would be reflected in the navigation bar. And you also have the option to change its dimensions, because this logo I see is very small, quite small. So maybe 100 pixels would be good. Yeah.
You can change the position as well, right?
Position, you can. The option that you have for position is basically the same as we had in the footer. So if you select the header over here, the navigation bar, you see this option for templates. You click on this, and each of these templates has the logo either in the center or in the left side. So if I click on the second option, the logo would then be center aligned.
Got it.
So the navigation has now been switched to a drop-down menu with these three lines basically that are showing over here.
So we cannot actually independently move the logo, right?
We can. It would require some HTML, some knowledge to custom code it. We can do that.
Got it.
Yeah. So let me just show you. If you go to site, you have this HTML CSS editor. So if there's any complexity that you want, like for example, specifically changing a logo to a specific position, you can do that. But for that, you would need to edit the HTML of this page. So if you click on this, the editor opens, and if you have the technical knowledge of HTML, then you can basically write your code over here and do that as well. So that is also an option.
Got it. Thanks, Ahmed.
You can add your HTML and CSS from here, and you can click on save. Once it's saved, just like the editor, the changes would reflect right there and then. So this was about the logo. If there's any other question, anyone?
Ahmed, we are about to end this session now. Miss Asia is going to say something. Yes, Miss Asia.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. It is so wonderful to learn a new thing, which is very amazing. Like, I think creating website or making website is totally a work of art. You can design and you can show your vision and all perspective which you have. So just invest your time. Anybody who want to make website, just invest your time and just hit and trial by choosing and selecting different options. You can make an amazing website. जो मैंने अभी तक समझा है आपके lesson से. It's so wonderful. You explain it like river flowing, and it's so smoothly. It's so wonderful. I loved it. Love it.
Thank you so much.
बहुत अच्छा लगा. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Ahmed. Okay, so in the end, I would ask everyone to give us review at trustpilot.com. So I'm going to demonstrate how to give a review. So this is trustpilot.com. And here you will search TutorBees. Just give me a moment, sorry. TutorBees.net. And you can see this is TutorBees.net's profile on trustpilot.com. And this is the link to give a review. So you will click on it, select the stars, and share your experience in this box. Give the title of your review. For example, so and the date of experience. just today, for example. And here it will ask you to log in to your account. So I have my Gmail account. So yeah, I will click my personal account. And here it asks me to write something about TutorBees.net. And this is the blue button in the end to submit the review. So I request all of you to give review after this session on trustpilot.com. And in the end, Ma'am Aisha have shared some tutor's profile, tutor's website, right, ma'am? Explainingmaths.com. So, ma'am, if you want to tell us.
Thank you. So this was just to explain how other people are just making their websites and making their digital presence. And it's a simple website in which this gentleman has shared all his experiences. And he has a very good following also. So this was just for reference.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, is it I think it's a blog website, right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Aisha. It is very helpful. मैंने भी इसको देखा.
Right.
So मुझे इसको Thank you.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you very much, Ahmed.
Ma'am, the tutor has shared also the YouTube link.
He's been doing free teaching since quite some time. He's very experienced, highly qualified.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. All right, in the end, please do give review at trustpilot.com. And Ahmed, if you have any last words, please.
So if anyone has maybe some ideas of maybe they want to create a website, they can always write an email to admin@tutorbees.net for guidelines to build a better, more sophisticated website. And there are multiple tutors who can assist you depending on the request, when the request is received, and gets you connected with the right tutor. So we are always welcome for that. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
See you next Thursday. Hafiz.
Hafiz.